Well, hello everybody and welcome to another What If Wednesdays, episode 5, where we address your common scenarios and questions in real estate, empowering you to prepare for your next real estate transaction with confidence. Okay, so today we're going to be addressing the $1,000,000 question that sellers have, and that's how much money should I expect to receive after the sale of my home? Okay, that's right. I mean, you're looking to, sell your home. You maybe have to move for various reasons, but at the end of the day, you want to know how much money should I expect to get back, okay, after I pay out all these expenses. Okay, so we're going to help you with that. So one of the things my wife and I do with all of our sellers before we list the home is we prepare what's called a net proceeds estimate. Okay, and so it's a worksheet where we're able to put in all the relevant figures for the sale of the home in terms of the whatever the sales price is going to be minus the estimated expenses, so our sellers can see the estimate amount of money that they're going to get back if they sell that house at that particular list price. Okay. Also, it's important to go through this so it gives a foundation for negotiations in the event when they're getting offers with different prices or terms. They can refer back to this to kind of see, how much wiggle room they have in adjusting, maybe the price or other terms to still, profit what they want to profit for the sale. Okay, so that's why it's so important. So let's kind of break this down really quick. What goes into preparing a net proceeds estimate? The first figure is the sales price. Okay, so, when you're working with your professional, looking at a competitive market analysis, they giving you some information, some data, kind of reviewed, information to kind of advise you on an estimated sales price. So let's say you come up with that sales price or the price you want to list your home at. That's the top figure, so you want to put in that. Then everything else is going to be the expenses of the sale that you want to subtract out to come up with your net proceeds estimate in terms of the amount you should expect to get back at closing if you sell your house at that price. So let's talk about that. Okay, the first expense is going to be the broker fee. Okay, so they've disclosed to you whatever the broker fee is. You subtract that out in terms of that figure. Okay, and so that's going to be the first expense. The second expense is any type of broker admin fee. Okay, so if there's an admin fee in addition to the brokerage fee, the commission fee, subtract that out as well. Okay. So there are other expenses associated with selling your home. You have what we call third-party closing costs. These are closing costs outside of the brokerage fee or brokerage admin fee that you pay as a seller. Okay, so let's talk about some of those. Some of those third-party fees are going to be prorations or adjustments. Okay, it could be like your county taxes or city taxes, the portion that you have to pay as settlement. Okay, and the settlement company will come up with those prorations based upon the settlement date. Okay, you have also items such as payoffs. Okay, so when you sell your house, obviously you're going to have to pay off your mortgage. So you may have just one mortgage, you may have a first and a second mortgage, and that includes lines of credit. So any liens against the property have to be paid off as settlement. So you want to be very transparent with your real estate professional in disclosing what your current mortgages, balances for your first mortgage, your second mortgage, any lines of credits that are against your house. Also other liens. So if you have, a tax lien, if you have an HOA lien, maybe if you have a mechanics lien, maybe a contractor did some work on your home and filed a lien against your home, those liens against the property have to be paid off as settlement. So you want to, be very transparent. We had a client one time had, I guess some work done to the house or roof or what have you, and that was a lien against the house that was on there. So we had to factor that in terms of the net proceeds estimate, so we can be as accurate as possible in terms of how much money they should expect to get back at closing. Okay, so that is so important. Then the settlement company fees. Okay, so the attorney fees, the document or deed prep fee, different fees that the settlement company will charge. Okay, so when we put out a net proceeds estimate, we've sold many homes, so we have kind of an idea of roughly what that's going to cost in terms of a sale of a home. So we include those estimates in our net proceeds estimate. Okay, so that is so important. And then also it's important to put in an estimate for what we call seller closing cost credit to buyer. Okay, so that could be zero, could be, a certain percentage. So it's important for your real estate professional kind of look at what's happening in the your local market in terms of homes that are similar to yours. What are buyers typically getting, or what are sellers typically giving to buyers in terms of closing cost help? Okay, it may be a hot market where sellers aren't paying anything. Maybe it's a slower market to where buyers are getting maybe 1% or 2% closing cost help or what have you. So I think it's best to err on the side of caution and put something in there in the event that through negotiations you do end up paying some type of closing cost help. Okay, but again, work with your real estate professional. They can help you be kind of more accurate about that. Okay, so once you subtract out all those expenses, then you come up with a figure called your net proceeds estimate, and that's how much money you should expect to get back at settlement when you sell your house at a certain price point. Okay, so again, hope this helps. I'm Mike Houston with Mike and Tara for Real Estate, brokered by eXp Realty. Feel free to give us a call if you want to chat about your next move. You can reach me at 703-623-9629 or visit Mike and Tara for realestate.com. That's Mike and Tara, 4 realestate.com. Hey, we'll see you soon on the next What If Wednesdays. Take care.